Podcast 10, Week 12. Welcome to the podcast, Your Pregnancy Week by Week. This podcast covers the 40 weeks of pregnancy in 38 segments and is based on the book Your Pregnancy Week by Week by Dr. Glade Curtis, MD, and me, Judith Schuler, MS. The information in our books and podcasts is a general informative guide about pregnancy. None of the information we provide is intended to replace, countermand, or conflict with the advice given to you by your own doctor. Always follow his or her advice. Use the information you learn here as a starting place in your dialogue to help you put your pregnancy concerns, questions, or interests into words. The goal of every pregnancy is a healthy mom and a healthy baby. To that end, our podcasts cover many topics. In each weekly podcast, we'll highlight information contained in the same weekly discussion in our book. We suggest you read each weekly chapter to learn further information, such as how baby is growing and changing, and how you're growing and changing too. Our book also contains illustrations of changes in baby or you, advice for dads, charts, lists, boxes, an exercise for every week, a comprehensive glossary, hints, tips, snippets, and blurbs we just can't reproduce in a podcast. So let's get started on this week's discussion. We're going to look at week 12. Pregnancy can impact your skin. Changes may be due to hormone changes, stretching skin, blood volume increase, and other situations which can create skin issues. The good news is they don't happen to everyone, so they may not happen to you. You may experience several types of skin changes during pregnancy. You might have a severe itchy rash of red bumps called plaques of pregnancy, or PUP, P-U-P. Or you might notice changes to the color in your skin. Melanin cells in skin produce pigment, which can lead to a variety of skin color changes. Occasionally, irregular brown patches appear on the face and neck called mask of pregnancy or chloasma. One skin problem begins with blisters around your belly button. It's called phagoid gestationitis. It may occur in the second or third trimester or right after birth. Another condition is spider veins. They're small red elevations on the skin with branches that extend outward. A similar condition is redness of the palms called palmar erythema. Vascular spiders and palmar erythema often occur together. Prurigo of pregnancy is itchy and may look like insect bites. Pruritic folliculitis of pregnancy appears as a raised red area and hair follicles on the chest and back. A fairly rare skin issue that causes severe itching on palms and soles of the feet is called cholestasis of pregnancy. If you experience any skin changes during pregnancy, don't treat it yourself. Call your doctor's office and ask about treatments they recommend. You may be faced with another skin condition, psoriasis. It's not directly related to pregnancy, but we know some pregnant women must deal with it. It appears as red, scaly, inflamed patches on the skin caused by a hyperactive immune system. The condition can be itchy, painful, and uncomfortable, and it can develop anywhere on the body. Pregnancy may or may not affect your psoriasis. Some women experience improvement, some see no change, and others get worse. Psoriasis can appear in the genital area and is called genital psoriasis. If you have genital psoriasis, tell your doctor, especially if you're planning a vaginal delivery. Nearly a third of people who have psoriasis also develop psoriatic arthritis. This condition goes beyond the skin. It causes joints to stiffen and swell, and it's very painful. If you have psoriatic arthritis, some medications are safe to use during pregnancy. There's no cure for psoriasis. Some treatments are very successful and may send the condition into remission. Some treatments work for a while then stop. Others don't seem to work at all. If symptoms are severe, talk to your doctor about using prescription medication. He or she will advise you. Do you have high blood pressure when you're not pregnant? If you do, let your doctor know. You have a higher chance of complications during pregnancy. Also tell your doctor if you use blood pressure medication. Many are safe during pregnancy. Most pregnant women are concerned about falling or getting hurt. Physical injury occurs in 6 to 7% of all pregnancies. Motor vehicle accidents account for 65% of these cases. Falls and assaults account for the other 35%. To avoid accident or injury, stay aware and be cautious. If you do get hurt, you may have to go to the ER. If you do, let everyone know you're pregnant and ask them to contact your pregnancy doctor before you are treated. We've talked about the need for more calories during pregnancy, but many women think they can eat just anything they want and the weight they gain is okay. Don't fall into this trap. You need to use caution when choosing extra calories. Pregnancy is the time to say goodbye to junk food and empty calories. Choose fruits and vegetables, drink milk, and eat protein. After baby's birth, dealing with extra weight can be difficult and depressing. Paying attention to what you eat now may pay off greatly after baby's arrival. Fats and sweets are some foods to be careful with. Often these foods are high in calories and low in nutritional value. Eat them sparingly. You may hear about fifth disease. It's a mild, moderately contagious infection that spreads easily through groups, such as classrooms or daycare centers. The rash looks like reddened skin caused by a slap. Joint pain can be another symptom. You won't be very sick if you get it during pregnancy, but it can be harmful to baby, especially during the first trimester. If you believe you've been exposed, call your doctor. He or she can recommend ways to take care of yourself. Cystic fibrosis, CF, is an inherited disorder that affects cells that produce mucus, sweat, and digestive juices. People with CF may have lung infections and breathing problems. The CF gene is most prominent in whites and Ashkenazi Jews. It's present in other races, but not as often. A couple can be tested before pregnancy. Over 1,500 mutations of the CF gene have been identified. One test, the Cystic Fibrosis Complete Test, can identify more than 1,000 mutations. If you have a family history of the disease, talk to your doctor. Testing is a personal decision for you and your partner to make. Do you drink kombucha? Over the last few years, kombucha has become very popular, and it may be one of your favorite drinks. It's supposed to have many health benefits, so you might be inclined to believe it will be good for you during pregnancy. I have a word of caution for you. We advise against drinking kombucha during pregnancy. Why? Because it's fermented and contains alcohol, and it's often not pasteurized and can contain harmful bacteria. The caffeine content of kombucha can also be an issue if you drink large amounts. So wait until after baby arrives to have a glass of kombucha once again. And if you breastfeed, you'll want to pay attention to the timing of your drink too. Remember, our podcasts give you the highlights of what may be happening in any given week. Check our book, Your Pregnancy Week by Week, for more detailed information. You may also want to check out our book for partners, Your Pregnancy for the Father-to-Be. It covers pregnancy from a man's point of view and provides lots of valuable information a man may find very useful. If you want to find out more about our podcast, visit our website, yourpregnancyweekbyweek.com. If you're looking for something specific, check out the podcast topics list. It details topics covered in each podcast, so you can listen to a particular podcast or read a certain chapter week if you want more information, or if you want to check out something you missed or a topic we haven't covered yet.